Well, while we're on the subject of space, should we go to the Hubble Telescope?
Sure.
So apparently it's in serious trouble, and NASA
So,
scientists are running out of options.
mm,
It went
so they
into safe
report.
mode.
Did it actually say that?
It does. It says it went into safe mode on. They conducted tests on June 23rd and 24th to see if they could fix the glitch and resume scientific operation. But yes, the computer went into safe mode. Seemingly, I think it's around June 13. It says here.
Yeah. Yeah. So they've had sort of problems for a little while and they haven't been able to resolve them. Like this was reported actually, well, it would have been around the beginning of June. But they're still having issues and they haven't really released any information about, any updates or anything like that. So it's a bit kind of, a bit tense at the moment regarding the Hubble Space Telescope, which is actually a really important telescope. So, I mean, we've got the James Webb Telescope coming up. I love telescopes. We've got the James Webb Telescope coming up, which is going to blow this one out of the water. But as it stands, Hubble, he's our guy.
Didn't the Hubble telescope? It was supposed to go out of service a while ago, right? Am I wrong
I
with
don't.
that?
I'm not too sure. You might be thinking of the Voyager. There's lots of.
I thought they managed to do something to bring it back into operation. I could be completely wrong with this, but I mean, it's been on operation, a continual operation since 1990, I think, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about that in here, but it would be really. I mean, it's not a surprise because there's so much. And the word we used last week, I think, was redundancy, which I don't know if it's the word I'm looking for just yet. But Voyager was supposed to go out, a long, long time ago, and it's been going for a lot longer. And like, it's surprising how long this stuff can last for, even beyond the expectations of the creators. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case.
Well, I mean, considering that it was apparently 1923 when Hubble was sort of proposed, uh, or it was proposed that you could put
That's crazy.
you could put a telescope into Earth orbit. Um, and yes, seemingly the history of the Hubble telescope goes back to 1946 in terms of a paper. So I think it's a long time coming, really.
Mm.
The quest for funding started somewhere in the midst of the 70s, according to the internets, and obviously it was only launched in 1990. I mean, it's been serving us for quite some time, but I
Yeah.
did think that there was an issue. I mean, I know that there is something in here. I mean, you can actually see it on the Wikipedia page, but there was something on the Wikipedia page here about the flawed mirror, and I was aware there was an issue with the mirror, which ultimately was corrected.
Mm-hmm.
But I did think it was supposed to have gone out of service, and they did something to reinstate it. But I could be completely wrong. I don't have it to my fingertips to confirm that.
Mm. But I think you're almost getting the same sort of feeling as everyone else here. Is that I think the feeling is it's coming to the end now. It's sort of it's like an old grandparent, when they start getting a bit sick, and it's like okay,
Well, considering it
okay,
was launched in 1990, it's going to be running some
it's had a good
very,
life.
very old, very, very old stuff, I suppose. Very, very old tech.
It's had a good life. It's had a good life.